Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. So these two cards I stamped at the same time. May not have colored them at the same time because I'm not righty and lefty, but they were stamped at the same time. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that tonight. So let me first show you a few of the sets that I'm going to be using. Life is Grand, Dandelion Wishes, Lovely Lattice, and Amazing Life. So the first one, the others are done as this one was done on the Stamparatus. This one is not going to be done on the Stamparatus. But what I'm going to do is just put, and this is shimmery white, so I'm going to lay that down. Just don't want them to move. And then what I did is I took a piece of cardstock and tore it. So I am going to put that down. The same way, just so I don't have to hold it, and I will have my hands free. So for this one, I'm using alcohol, not water. And this, I keep my alcohol in it all the time and just refill it when I need it. It has not hurt that at all. Grapefruit Grove. I don't even want to show you the card yet. Those are the bases. Okay. So we're going to take the Grapefruit Grove, and I still have some from this afternoon. I was playing again, and I did have alcohol in there, and the alcohol just evaporates. I didn't shut it right away. When I have like too much, I do wipe it out, but it'll evaporate, and then it's just your ink in there. So what I am going to do is just put some more alcohol in there. And then I'm going to do a wash. And the reason I'm using alcohol, on the shimmery you can use water, but it dries faster, so I can do the rest. You could also do 2 shades if you wanted to. I just kind of want it just a little bit messy. And if you're thinking, well, you've got them next to each other, like, I don't get it. So let me just clean that off because we're done with that. I'm just going to set that aside somewhere and let it dry again. So then I pull this off, and any remaining glue, just rub it off. And then this one will be this way, and then I just turn that around. So I am going to take this from Amazing Life, and I am going to stamp it in Poppy Parade. So I'm going to stamp once there, and then I'm going to stamp again over there. And then I've taken this ribbon, and I just dropped a couple on the floor, so let me get them. Okay, so how I colored the ribbon is I grabbed the blends in Poppy Parade and just, I hope I'm in view, and just colored it. And when your blends are still new enough, you don't even have to turn it the other way. So that's how they were colored. Dries pretty fast. You can also run it through your ink and then give it time to dry. So let's get these puppies done. Whoop, wrong. That's the temporary. We want the real deal. So I think I will just do, let me move that down a little bit. I'll finish one of them so I can move on to the next. So I'm going to put this one to the side and finish that later. So then I just mounted that on Poppy Parade. And then I took, let me just make sure I have the right one. Yeah. Okay. So I just took that and tied a knot. So there's my faux bow. And just trim that. And then we mount it to the card. The right way. And then this can slide back and forth up until you take a glue dot and stick it under there to secure it. So those are the ones from today. Oh, one more thing. I forgot. I also took and stamped it again, and then just to give it a little something extra. So when I stamped it, and then you just fussy cut it. So that's the card. And then here it is again in these colors. And on this one, I picked up some of the darker color, and then how I did it, I should have done it on this one too, but you just do the alcohol, make it wet, and just tap some dots onto there. Okay, so that's that one. Now you see how this has evaporated already? So it's like good to close. It won't hurt anything. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in the Stamparatus. And this is how I place everything. I just take some typing paper and cut it into the same size as my cardstock is going to be. So all these are placed and ready to go. Okay, so I haven't totally decided, but this is the card. So when I first did it, I used the light gray. And then when I did the sponging, it kind of looked a little blah to me. So then I played with it again today. And I used the darker gray. So that's what we're going to use tonight. But I think I'm still going to sponge it with the blueberry bushel, because I just like this a little better. Although this one came out darker. So we'll see how I get it. We'll see. But let me show you how this is done. So you take your 2 pieces of cardstock and you're going to lay them right next to each other. And then put your magnet down. And let me just get something under here. I'll use the Poppy Parade. Okay. So I'm going to use Memento. But I don't want black. Duh. Okay. So we're going to clean that off. The next one is black. We want the gray. So where did I put that? Here. Basic gray. And I got a little sloppy there, so let's see. I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, so you stamp down. And you always have the option of stamping it again. So then you take these and just flip them and put them basically where you had them before. You know what I'm thinking? Let's see if this works. Just to keep that paper from sliding. Okay. So we've got that and that. So we're going to ink that up again. Perfect. Just trying to keep the ink off your fingers when you move them around. So then what you do, before we flip them around, now I'm going to flip them opposite so that I have the unstamped edges. Am I not in the right spot? How's that? Okay. Then you're going to flip them around. And if you didn't get all of this, I am going to be doing another one. Except for right there, I missed. Perfect. Okay. So those are now done. So again, I'm just going to do one of them so you can see. Let me just fix this. I have a message. Okay. So I'm going to grab the blueberry bushel. An ink block. I'm going to put a little of that down. And I'm going to grab a sponge. Oh, I don't know what I did with the one I used this afternoon. All is good. All is good. And the glycerin. New sponge, extra glycerin. So you're going to work the glycerin into the sponge. Oop, there's that message again. And then pick up some color. And I am going to try and keep it to the light side. So what the glycerin, if you can see, is doing is making this ink glide over that paper, so you're not getting all those streaky, spongy marks. Oops. Okay. So that's really enough because I don't want it too dark. And then the Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish in the blueberry. So in reality, I would have sponged the other one at the same time. And then you have 2 cards finished. So we've got the Make-A-Wish. And we're going to mount that up. And then mount that on white. And all my cards again tonight are my normal sizes. 5 by 3 3/4. And then somewhere on my I still have so much of the old ones. So let's use some more of them up. So I've got one there, one there, and one over there. And that's the card. Pretty simple. And it made it by using that basic gray. Okay, so then for the last card, I think I need to not show you, really show you how this came out, because if I do say so myself, it came out amazing. All right, so we're going to switch to that one. It's great having extra plates that you can do this with. So let's see if I am... How's that, Becky? Good? Am I showing? So let's get that down. So this time I am using the Memento. Let's get these set up first. So regular white cardstock. And we're going to do that a second time. So it's nice and crisp when you go to color it. Okay, so we flip these around. Oh, you saw that, right? Pretend it's not there. Guess I wasn't trying hard enough to keep my fingerprints off of it. Okay, so we've flipped them around. Now you have to switch sides. And you want them up against each other. Make sure that they don't go like over each other. Otherwise, it's like a bad masking job. Okay, and then we flip them again. See, there's the bad masking job right there. Betterer. See, and actually I only have one spot that I have to erase. This will cover up because it's right in the leaf. Okay, so now I would take them over to the side and color them. And I come out with, ready? Ta-da! So I did them both a little different. And this one I stamped the letters and then cut them out and added friend. This one I just stamped. Isn't that beautiful? Hi, Angie, Linda, Victoria, Karen. I can't see anybody else up there, but so that was my seeing double tonight. Let me bring back a few of these. This is my favorite one, this one. But I like doing them a little bit different, even changing the color on that when you're coloring them. So it gives you some options. So there they are. And I think I already have set what I'm going to be doing for Wednesday. I'm really excited. So I'll see you then. Thanks for joining me tonight, everybody. Good night.